Spelling in letters is not always justified. Sometimes it responds to historical or etymological reasons. In other cases, it takes account the need to simplify some consonant clusters. But sometimes the spelling solution may be arbitrary. Phonetics in Spanish are so easy, and although every letter represents only one sound, there are some exceptions. This requires clarification among rules and exceptions, and hence to go to great length on practicing them. Just a few native speakers make emphasis on the pronunciation of these two letters. The B letter has a voiced bilabial sound, which means it is produced by putting both upper and lower lips together, while the UV letter has a voiced labiodental sound, which means it is produced by putting the lower lips against the upper teeth. These two letters sound very similar or almost the same when we're fluently speaking Spanish. Maybe you're wondering why do they have these two letters? They sound similar. Is it okay if I say volcán instead of volcán? Well, let me tell you something. The UV as a labiodental didn't ever exist in Spanish. It only occurs spontaneously in speakers from Valencia, Mallorca, and certain areas from Catalonia. Actually, since 1911, the RAE stopped advocating the distinction between B and UV. So don't get frustrated every time you see either bello or bello. At the end, you'll be using only B when it comes to pronunciation. But the real purpose in this video is to learn how to use them when it comes to writing. And now that we know how they sound, I'm going to show you some grammatical rules.
La letra B. We use B in the verbs haber, deber, beber. In those who have buir and bir at the end. As exceptions, we have the verbs hervir, servir, vivir. We use B in words followed by aba, abas, abamos, aban. These endings are actually from a Spanish tense called pretérito imperfecto de indicativo. We use it to describe a past state, to emphasize the process or habitual repetition of an action. We use B in words ended by abilidad, bundo, bunda. We use B in all the words followed by any of these consonants. We use B when the first syllable is bu, bur, bus. We use B in words with the next prefixes at the beginning. La letra V. We use V when the word starts with Eva, Eve, Evi, Evo. We use V after the consonants D, B, N. We use V after the syllable D, but just when it's at the beginning of the word. As exception, dibujar and its derivatives. We use V in words with the prefixes bice, bis, or bi, which mean instead of. What happened here? As I said before, we can write bi, bis, or bis with B. But this just happened when the word has to do directly with the prefix, which means two or twice, as in bicolor, which means two colors, or as in bilingüe, which means two languages. So whether you hear any of these combinations, it would be better if you contemplate a little about the prefixes. We use V in verbs followed by hervar volver.
And that's it. ¿Listo para practicar? Make sure to review the rules so that you can solve the test I'm sharing with you. Y hasta el siguiente video.
If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please be sure to support us by clicking the like button. Subscribe if you're new here, and leave a comment if you want us to make more videos like this. Don't forget to ring the bell so that you will know every time we upload our newest videos.